Good day, good day, good day. I'm back, y'all. I'm back live. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and it's wonderful to be back with you all live. So, I use the technology of spiritual psychology, spiritual practices, and universal principles to companion people in disrupting limiting patterns of thinking, limiting patterns of believing, limiting patterns of behaving by prioritizing their mind and their heart to reveal the healing from within to transform their lives. This is my passion. This is my ministry of joy. I am a I am an ordained interfaith minister, a licensed religious science practitioner, a spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, a New Thought Center in New York. And here I am. If you need support, if you're looking for a spiritual life coach, reach out to me. You can do so through my social media on Instagram and on Facebook at iamrevmelissa, and we can set up some time to talk. Yes, it's wonderful to be back. Thank you, Wayne. I feel the same way. Yes, hooray, hooray, hooray. Good day, Linda from the mountains of Colorado. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I know that's right, Linda. Good day, Shay. Yes, thank you. I missed you all too. I missed you too, girl. I am back. Spread the news. Spread the news. Rev Melissa is back. And I had an amazing time at the Parliament of the World Religions in Chicago last week. It was beyond my imagination of what it was going to be like. And I think that's what I'm going to share about today because I have like no notes. I have nothing today. I was like, girl, we're just going to go with the flow today. That's what we're going to do. I got back into the flow. I went out with my walking group last night, did about close to 4 miles. So that felt good. And then this morning went to my weight training class, feeling good, feeling strong. Yes, yes, yes. So I guess I'm just going to check in with y'all. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Well, the last time we were together live, we were wrapping up our passion series. So how are you all doing with your passions? How is that going? I think I still have, I still have that card down here. So what we bring and what we carry, that's our passion. That's our passion. And it was wonderful for me at the Parliament of the World Religions to be in the midst of so many people, thousands of people who are living in their purpose. Religions, different faiths, different everything, cultures, everything that you could imagine was represented at the Parliament of the World Religions. And I decided I was going to be a little naughty. I decided I was going to be a little naughty and courageous. And courageous. So there were two experiences that I wanted to have at the Parliament, and neither one did I know how to go through the proper channels to make happen. So I just decided if the opportunity presents itself, or if I create the opportunity, I'm going for it. So that's what I did. So one was, I should have some pictures. I'll share tomorrow some pictures. One was the parade. So there was a pre-event parade on Sunday, and all the different faith religions were represented in the parade, or many of them, I should say. And I decided that I want to be in the parade. So I just got in. I just like mosey on up to the front of the line, and I just was like, I'm part of the parade now. And that's what I did. And Pastor Al was there and he took some pictures, and there I was. So that was one thing. And then the second thing that was even more important to me than the parade was to be in the processional. So they had a processional the opening day of the parliament, which was Monday, and the procession was of like all the dignitaries, all the trustees of the parliament, politicians, those folks that are considered the VIPs. And so since in my mind, I'm a VIP, I said, why shouldn't I be part of the procession? Oh, excuse me. Why shouldn't I be part of the procession? And so I just decided I'm just going to go and line up with the procession people and introduce myself and walk into the main hall where a lot of the major events occurred. And that's what I did. That's what I did. So I just walked in, and as we were going down the aisle, people were, videotaping and waving, and I was just waving back like, "Hey, hey." And so I grabbed up my prayer partner because she wanted to be in the procession too. And we walked down that aisle together with all these dignitaries. It was fabulous. And as we approached the stage, she was like, I guess we should like slide off the line and go sit down. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. We going right up there on that stage with everybody else. And so that's what we did. So we went up on the stage with everybody else, and to look out from the stage and see these thousands of people, and everyone is just joyful and present, like really wanting to be there. Because you don't go to something like this if you don't really want to go. You know what I mean? Like it's something that you want to do and that you really get to do when you want to do it. And so it was wonderful just to see these faces reflecting back to me the joy that I was feeling, from just being courageous and being curious and just doing it, just going for it. Because what's the worst that can happen? That's what I said to myself. What's the worst that could happen? Somebody would say, "Who are you?" and get out the line, right? But that didn't happen. That didn't happen with all that love energy. Mm-mm. I doubt that that was going to happen. I knew it wasn't going to happen. And so it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And it just made me keep reflecting back on that series, that passion series, right? That passion series. What are you carrying? What are you bringing? And what I brought to the parliament was my joy, was my full body yes to experience as many things, as many different religions, as many different faiths, as many different cultures that I could, because it was all in one place. It was all in one place. Like, how often does that happen? So I want to get a shout out to all of the Sikhs that were there, because they provided homemade lunch every single day, a vegetarian lunch every single day for thousands of people. It was beautiful. They had a tent. You had to cover your head. So they had a cloth for you to cover your head. They covered your head. They took such good care of everyone. They covered your head. You had to remove your feet. They had tables set up, and you just sat there and someone came and fed you, just would serve you as much as you wanted. It was divine and delicious. So it was a real demonstration of what service looks like, because they did it with such mm, compassion and love and joy and a sense of oneness. It was so beautiful. So I bow to the Sikhs because they were incredible. They were incredible. So there were so many highlights for me at the parliament, all the different workshops that I went to. And one that was really, really interesting to me was called How Big is God? Right. And I said, oh, that's interesting. So I went to that one, and it was a room full of scientists for the most part, and they were talking about space and all the discoveries that are being made in space and exploring planets and all the stars. Oh my God, there's so many stars. Like you can't, they said there's more stars than there are grains of sand. Can you imagine that? And so I went to the planetarium and got to see a cluster of 500,000 stars. 500,000 stars through this gigantic telescope. It was amazing. So it's making me curious about visiting planetariums now because that's not something I would normally do. Although I'm really interested in what's out there. So I'm going to visit the planetarium in New York. But it was just wonderful. And the hotel that I stayed at had a view of Lake Michigan. Oh my God, this is just so beautiful. So the wonderful thing that I wanted to do was walk the trail along part of Lake Michigan. But the days were so jam-packed. Like it would start at 7 o'clock in the morning, and the last sessions were in like 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. So it was a full day. And so things always work out for me. So the day that we were going to the planetarium for the talk and to visit the observatory, something happened with the bus. So they were like, well, the planetarium's not that far from here. You could walk to the planetarium. It's like maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles. I was like, that's easy peasy. I do that all the time. And the path to walk to the planetarium was along Lake Michigan. There was a trail that led from the hotel to the planetarium, and the view is Lake Michigan. Two for one, right? So I got to do that. I got to do my walk along Lake Michigan to the planetarium and just take in all of that beauty, all of that nature. It was just extraordinary. It was extraordinary. So I'm going to be talking more about the Parliament of the World Religions in some upcoming sermons at Rockland CSL because it's so much to unpack, and it's so much that I've learned and discovered about myself, and it was just such a confirmation for me that I am, if there was any doubt anywhere in the nooks and crannies of my consciousness, it has been evaporated because I am living my life in joy. And I am certainly connected to my yes. So it was just amazing. It was amazing. And so I'm happy to be back with you all live. I hope you all enjoyed the replay series last week of SHEEP, which was an acronym for Subconscious Habits Explains Every Perception. So I hope you enjoyed that. And Monday Sip yesterday is a replay, the best of Sip. And yesterday I shared the sip where I announced that I was elected unanimously to be the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. That one was back in 2021. So I hope you all enjoy that. The rest of the week, y'all got me. Y'all got me. I will be here. There will be live and new episodes. We'll see what the new series will be tomorrow. And let's get into some joy news. Let's do that. Let's get into some joy news. So, You heard all the joy news, or at least a taste of the joy news about the Parliament of World Religions. What I would like to share with you is an opportunity to have an amazing time at the Martha's Vineyard Jazz and Blues Summer Fest. So my husband is a part of this event. He will be broadcasting it live on his internet radio station, rhythmandsoulradio.com. We get to go every year, and this is usually where we wrap up our summer. It's our last hooray before the girls have to go back to school. So the last couple of years we've been spending it in Martha's Vineyard, and this summer fest has been on pause since I guess 2019, and then the COVID happened, and this is this return. So it's a one day. It's usually for the weekend, but they're coming back slowly. So it's one day, September 2nd, 2023. This next month. Beautiful artists, jazz and blues. If you are interested in going, go to, let me see if I could show you all. Hold on. Go to NV Jazz Blues Summerfest.com. So I'm going to put a banner up for that. They're going to have, so for those of you who are, local, there's going to be buses leaving from Mount Vernon and from Co-op City. So you can go to nvjazzbluessummerfest.com. I'll put that up so y'all can see it and register, get tickets, all the things. It's a wonderful day trip, but they also have 2-day packages if you're interested in staying overnight. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth it. We will be there. My husband, I, my girls will be there all week. Next week, we're leaving on Sunday, and we'll be there all week. And we will be having a ball. And I hope that I get to see some of you out there. Thank you, Linda. It's great to be back live. It's great to be back live. So that's one thing that's coming up towards the end of this summer season. Also, our next meditation with the moon is coming up. That will be taking place on August 30th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. August 30th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So I will be doing that one in Martha's Vineyard. So it is the second supermoon in August. The second supermoon is called the blue moon. When there's 2 full moons in a month, the second moon is called blue moon. So please join me for that meditation with the moon, 8:30 p.m., August 30th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see. So September is fast approaching. I don't know about y'all, but I could already feel the change, that transition in the weather. So in the mornings, it's a little breezier. It's getting darker earlier, and in the evening, it's a little cooler. So it's already starting to make that transition, and it seems to me it's happening earlier and earlier every single year, but it could just be me. So September for me and for many people is back to school time. So I will be teaching a class in September called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. It's going to be an incredible class starting September 21st through October 19th. It will be on Zoom. It's going to be amazing. The focus of the class is to utilize the science of mind and spirit, the vibration of thinking and feeling, and the practice of doing and being. And we're going to get to experiment and experience the power behind things are thick thoughts, and form and feeling follows form. And those are the that's the technology that we're going to use to transform our lives even more. So it's not just the thinking, it's also the feeling tone. There is an alignment with the frequency that you are desiring to have in your life through you through you. It is a CSL, Centers for Spiritual Living, accredited class. You don't have to be a part of CSL to do the class. It's open to everyone. The cost is 145 until August 31st. And then after that, it goes up to 170. You can go to rocklandcsl.org to register. All of the information is there. Let me put that up for you so you can see that. rocklandcsl.org. The first class is September 21st, Thursday, 6:30 to 9 p.m. Okay, so be aware of that. And speaking of Rockland CSL, we will be wrapping up our August theme of my passion, my purpose, and that's my daughter that I use as the graphic for this month because she is in her passion and in her purpose in performing arts, dancing, acting, all that wonderfulness. So this Sunday we wrap up the my passion, my purpose theme. So you can join the service at rocklandcsl.org. We will be virtual via Zoom and live streaming on Facebook. Okay. And there'll be a guest speaker this Sunday. So it's going to be a wonderful service. It's my seminary sister, Reverend Cynthia Epps. And oh, it's so cool because the practitioner is my other seminary sister, Reverend Deb Hammond, who's spoken, both have spoken at Rockland CSL in the past. So my two seminary sisters are going to be holding down the service on Sunday as I travel to Martha's Vineyard. So that's happening this Sunday, in addition to always the other sip, Sunday in Praise, where I share a inspirational talk. So you can tune in for that also at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So you have your pick of where you want to experience Rev Melissa. Okay. All right. Is there anything else that I want to share with you today? Yes. One more thing that I want to share. Hack Your Pain Now. If you did not purchase Sekou's new book yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go to Amazon.com now and get Hack Your Pain Now. It is amazing. It is a 10 commandments to support you if you're going through anything in your life. It's a survival guide and it's tools that you can use right now. It's quick, it's impactful, and it's applicable if you're going through something in your life right now, or if you know someone who is, get it for them. It will certainly help them to move through whatever it is that they're moving through. Okay? So, I think that's it. Let me just check my Joy News notes. Yeah, I think I got everything. I will see you all tomorrow. It's good to see you, Simone. It's good to see you, Dr. Albert, who was also at the Parliament, and it was extraordinary, wasn't it, Dr. Albert? It was extraordinary. So, everyone, have a wonderful today. Have a wonderful today. I will see you all tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Yes, Reverend Al saying, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Thank you, Dr. Al. All right. So, peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy. Yes, we are connected to our yes.